Welcome to revision on calculus. Here we have find the y over the x of the following. Now, before you start this, you can also call this derivative or find derivative of what you have here. Now, before you start, what derivative are this expression in? If you look at this expression and you see this dot means that this expression is multiplying this expression. This one multiplying this one, and this 2 here, it means that this 2x squared, what holds it together with this bracket is a multiplication sign. So it is multiplying this, and this odd bracket and this bracket, what hold them together here is still what? Multiplication. Hence, these are what? Derivative of what? Product in calculus. Now, from derivative of product, we say something. I told you something that if you have u and v coming together to multiply each other, just like these two expressions coming together to multiply each other, if you are to find the dy over dx of this particular expression, which is this expression, we are going to use the u from the question and multiply by what? A differentiated v, and then after we add it with what? The v from the question multiply by what? A differentiated u. So look at how it is going. We say that the first one is what? We use the u multiplied by differentiated v, and we use the v now at the second hand and multiply by what? A differentiated u. You can call it a virgin u and a virgin v, since we did not touch it, but this one we are differentiating in to multiply it. So how can we apply this in this expression? I will call this here my u, and I will call this here my what? My v. All right, so from this formula, to do this, I'm just going to bring down u the way it is from this expression. If I bring it down, this is solution. If I bring down u the way it is in this expression, I'm going to have this u to be what? 3s raised to power what? Q. Now I'll multiply it with a what? A differentiated v. Where is v? This is v. So I'm going to differentiate this v and multiply it with this. All right, so differentiating v, you already know how to differentiate. These 2 power will multiply by 2s, going to give us what? 4s, and the 2 will take away what? 1 from it. Let me do it here. This is just the last time I'm going to do it in this video. So the power will multiply by what? The base, and the power will take away 1 from it. It's going to give us 4s raised to power 2 minus 1 is going to give us what? 1. And s raised to power 1 is 1. So we leave it as what? This form. Now that is a what? A differentiated what? V. That's why we might dv over ds. But this u now, we did not put it the u over ds. That is why we put u the way it is from the what? From the question. Now this other one, we have differentiated it by saying the v over ds. So I'm going to put here what? I'm going to put multiply by what? 4 what? S. That is differentiated v. Now from the formula also, I'm going to add it with a what? A virgin v. That is from the question. I'll just bring down v like that, which is this is v. So I'll bring down v like that from the question, and then I will multiply with a differentiated u. This time I'm multiplying with a differentiated, the other one I multiply by a differentiated v, but also I'm multiplying by what? Differentiated u. So where is u? This is u. So I'm going to now differentiate u and multiply it by this other one. So there, 3 multiplying by 3s is going to give us what? 9s. Now 3 minus 1 from it is going to give us what? 2. So I'm going to have multiplied by what? 9s raised to power what? 2. All right, so we continue because this is multiple. So we have finished our differentiation. You're not going to differentiate again. We have finished the y over ds. So we're just going to work it out according to mathematics. So this multiplied by this, 3 multiplied by 4 is going to give us what? 12. Now s multiplied by s, according to law of indices, s multiplied by s, they have power of what? 3, and what? This one have invisible power of what? 1. So you call it 1s, and then the powers you do what? Add it together. We're going to give us what? S raised to power what? 4. So probably if you have s multiplied by s, which here is 3 and here is 2, I just added that 2. But since it is 1, add it that what? That 1 is going to give us what? S raised to power what? 4. Now plus this other side, 2s squared multiplied by what? 9s. Remember, we're not differentiating again. So 2 multiplied by 9 is going to give us what? 18. And now s squared multiplied by s squared, we just add the powers together, going to give us what? S raised to power what? 4. Now we could have said that this is our final answer, but because we have the same s4, s raised to power 4, s raised to power 4, it means that this is biscuit. So we can say 12 biscuit plus 18 biscuit. We can add them together to give us what? 30 what? And to give us 30 biscuits. But if this expression finally was in this form, I will not add it together because these two are not the same thing. This one can be biscuit and this one is orange. If this one is also 3, I will not add it to, but because the powers are the same thing, I'll add it together. So here, this I'm going to give me what? 30, we call it what? 30 what? Biscuit. We call the S raised to the power 4 30 biscuit. So this is the final answer for this expression. Now I have explained so much. So we will just going to launch this class and let me know what you think on the comment section. If you're saying, don't forget to subscribe. So this now is multiplying by this. And this is our what? U, and this is our what? V. So from the question formula, we just bring down what? U, which is 2s squared. And this time, what are we going to do? We are going to what? Multiply what? Differentiated V, which this is what? V. Now, don't be afraid because of this bracket. It is very easy. Now, I want to work it out here. We have what? 2x squared plus 1. All right. Now, I want to remove the bracket. So, according to differentiation, this one here is a constant. It means what? 0. So, this one is no longer involved. Are you getting me? So what is now remaining is this. So I'm going to differentiate this and differentiate this also. So differentiating one is 0, is a constant, it is no more. Let me just put it there and let's continue. Now I'm going to differentiate this other side. Differentiating this other side, 2 now multiplied by 2s is going to give us what? 4s. And 2 now taking away 1 from it is going to give us what? S raised to the power what? 1. But s raised to the power 1, we just leave it at what? S plus what? 0. So we just have what? 4s at the final stage. So I'll put what here? 4s. So I've differentiated v, which is what? U dv over ds. All right. So I'm going to add it with what? I'm going to add it with now v. This one, I'm going to bring it down without differentiating it. So this one, I'm going to bring it down without differentiating it. That is what v here means. No dv over just v at the second side. I'm going to have what? Bracket 2s squared plus 1 close bracket. Now what am I going to do again? I'm going to multiply with what? Du over ds, which is what? This is u. So this du, I'm going to differentiate it. It means du over ds means differentiate u for me. So differentiating u for me, 2 multiplied by 2s is going to give us what? 4s. And to take away 1 from me, just like 1. Still, we're just going to put it as what? 4s. Hope you understand. If you have confusion, let me know in the comment section. Now we have left with this. Remember, we're not differentiating again. So the next thing we're going to do is now we're going to work it out according to mathematics. Now, according to mathematics, 2s squared multiplied by 4s squared. 2 multiplied by 4 is going to give us what? 8. And s squared multiplied by s, like I said, you just add the powers together. This is the power, invisible one. So 2 plus that invisible one is going to give us what? 3. So 8s raised to the power what? 3 plus 9. This is it. That's where the problem is. So in this case, remember that if this was 1, I will just multiply like this. But because we have 2 variables here, and it's going to multiply this. Now this 4s is going to go inside this bracket 2 times. First of all, 4s multiplied by 2s squared, and then 4s we also multiply by what? 1. So let's go. 4s multiplied by 2s squared is going to give us what? 8. Now the first time is 4 multiplied by s is going to give us what? 8. And s multiplied by s is going to give us what? S raised to the power what? Cube. Remember how I did it, that s squared has a power of 2 and this s just has a power of 1. You add this together, you get what? 3. Now I'm going to plus what? 4s now multiplied by 1 going to give us just what? 4s. Now let's look if we can find the like terms. I have s squared, s cube, and s cube. So this s cube and s cube are the same. So we can just call them. This is 8 orange and this is 8 orange because they have the same what? S powers. So I'm going to add them together to give me what? 16s cube plus what? 4s. Now at this case, I cannot add them together because what? They don't have the same power of value of what? S. So this now becomes our what? Final answer. But if this one was 3, I'll just add it together just like I did before. So this becomes our final answer. Hope you understand. Now can you now solve this other one? Alright, so let's go into that. So at this point, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe and share to your friends, and also join my WhatsApp online class. The WhatsApp being the number you see on the screen. Now, this final question is as simple as possible. So just this becomes our what? Our U, and this becomes our what? Our V. First on the first term, just bring down U the way it is, which is here 2s squared plus 3, and then you differentiate V for me and multiply it by this one. So differentiating this V, I'm not going to put it down here. Just use your head and watch me. What I'm going to do is that these have invisible power of what? 1. So I'm going to differentiate this and differentiate this. That's what I mean by differentiate what? V. All of this is what? V. So s raised to the power 1, that's 1 now multiplied by 2s is going to give us what? Let me start from here. From here now, s raised to the power cube. This cube, this is 3 multiplied by 2s, so it's going to give us what? 9 what x, and then sorry, 3 multiplied by 2 is going to give us 6, and then this 3 we take away what 1 from it, it's going to give us what 2. You don't understand? 2s cubed, this coming down 2s, then 3 take away 1 from it, this times this 6s, and this one become what 2. So that is it. Now this we have differentiated, we also differentiate this one again. Now differentiate this one just have power of 1, and you minus 1 from it, you're going to give us what 0. N raised to the power 0, like n raised to the power 0 is 1. Now 2 multiplied by that 1 is still going to give us what 2 plus what plus 2. Now because there are two variables, we are going to put them in what in brackets. We have two variables multiplying by another two variables, so we put them in what in bracket. But that is not all. We are going to add it with what? We're going to add it with what? This other part, which is what? Bring down v from me as it is. Where is v? This is v. The first one we bring down u and differentiated what v. Now this other one we're going to what? Bring down v and differentiate what u. So bring down v from me, which is what? Bracket 2s cubed plus 2s squared. Is it s? No, just plus 2x, and then this solution will not confuse you. And then what are we going to do? Dot it. Multiply it by what? Du over what? ds. Where is u? Differentiate you what? U from me. Alright? So differentiating this u, look at it here. This 3 here is a constant, so it is 0, it has gone out. Now this 2 here, which is the power, multiplied by 2, that is differentiating it. You're going to give us what? 4s. So what I'm going to multiply is what? 4s. So this one is going to take more longer time. So here we have this expression. Now that we have this expression multiplying by this expression, remember at the first stage we have something like this. At the other one I told you that this one is going to multiply here 2 times, the other question we solved. But this one we have another 2 variable multiplying another 2 variable. So what's going to happen is that 6s squared is going to go into this bracket and multiply 2 times, and only 2 will also go into this bracket and multiply also what? 2 times. So which am I going to start with? Let's start with what? 6s squared. Now 6s squared multiplied by 2s squared. 6 multiplied by 2 is going to give us what? 12. And s squared multiplied by s squared, just add the powers together. It's going to give us what? It's going to give us l raised to the power what? 4. Alright? Now 6s has multiplied by 2s squared. It's now going to multiply by 3. No, 6s squared multiplied by 3 is going to give us what? 6 multiplied by 3 is going to give us 18. I think so. Now we are going to plus what? 18. We are done with what? 6s squared. Remember, you can start from this and multiply, or you can start from here and multiply. Alright? So we're now going with 2. Since this has multiplied this bracket, we are going with what? 2. Now 2 multiplied by 2s squared is going to give us what? Plus 2 multiplied by 2 is going to give us what? 4. 2 multiplied by s squared just going to give us what? X squared. So 2 multiplied by 2s squared is going to give us what? 4x what? Squared. So this has no variable. If it has unknown variable, we can use that multiply by what? The s squared. But since it's just a constant number, it's going to multiply only the constant number to give us what? 4s what? Squared. So we are done with what? Multiplying this with this. Now we're going to multiply 2 by what? 3. Remember, it's going what? 2 times. So 2 now multiplied by 3 is going to give us plus what? Plus 6. Now we plus it, the bigger plus, to this other expression. Now it is just 4s that is multiplying this. Remember, this one is just 2 variable multiplying, but this one is only 4s multiplying this. So 4s now multiplied by 2s squared. 4 multiplied by 2 is going to give us what? 8. And s squared, s cubed multiplied by s. So this is s having power of 1. 3 plus 1 is going to give us l raised to the power what? 4. Plus 4s squared multiplied by 2x. 4 multiplied by 2 is going to give us what? Same what? 8. And x has power of 1. This one has power of 1. 1 plus 1 is going to give us s what? S squared. Now this could be our final answer, but let's look at what is common. Now 12s squared, is there any, 12s raised to the power 4. Is there any number raised to the power 4 here? Yes, we have 8 raised to the power 4. So we're going to add them together. It means that these two are the same thing because they have s raised to the power 4 and s raised to the power 4. So this could be what? Orange, and this could be what? Orange. And we have 12 orange and 8 orange. 12 orange plus 8 orange is going to give us what? 20 orange. Now we have moved to the next one. We have 18, a constant number. Can we see on that constant number 18? Yes, we have 6 as a constant number with that what? Variable s. So 18 now plus 6, what's going to happen? It's going to give us, I think, 24 plus 24. Now that is for constant number that we have there. Now we move over to another one. We have 4s squared. Is there any number with s squared here? Yes, we have 8s squared. square. So S square and S square, they are the same thing because you can call them what? 8 orange and sorry, 8 biscuits and 4 biscuits. Now 8 biscuits plus 4 biscuits will give us what? Plus what? 12 what? Biscuits. So we have worked all of this together and we result to this. Now at this final case, you're going to see that there is no number or variable that are the same. This one is 2s, 20s raised to the power 4, and this one is just 24. This one is s raised to the power 2. So they are not the same. Now we can try to arrange it. Arranging it in the sense that we are going to make those ones that have s come first, so that 20 x raised to the power 4 we is going to plus 12x raised to the power what? 2 before the what? Constant number, which is what? 24. So this is still something with this, just that I put this 12 first here before 24. Is a long class and I hope you learned something. Please don't forget to subscribe and share this video to other people. Now I want you to try this question. Let me know it on the comment section. What is the value or what is the dy over dx, or find the derivative of bracket 2s. Let me not give you a hard one. Just find the derivative of 2s square and bracket 6x cube plus 2x. So find the derivative of this. Let me know in the comment section. As a JAMB student, don't forget to join my WhatsApp online class with the number you see on the screen. Bye bye.